The one idea is how we are going to exterminate white people, because that, in my estimation, is the only conclusion I have come to. We have to exterminate white people off of the face of the planet to solve this problem. Now, I don't care whether you clap or not, but I'm saying to you that we need to solve this problem because they are going to kill us. And I will leave on that. So we have to just set up our own system and stop playing and get very serious and not be diverted. And the one
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati. You're watching the MC Two Tall Show with your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Two Tall. Let's talk about life itself, okay? Some people paid their dues in life. Some people coasted along, rode the wave of other people's hard work. And when those people realized that that person, whoever wasn't pulling their own weight, they bailed out a person's life until finally the person was left with nothing and nobody and had to fend for themselves. And sometimes people adapt and go ahead and survive, and others just keep falling and falling till they hit rock bottom, don't get themselves up out of rock bottom, and complain, and even turn to drugs. I could say this, okay? This past September 1st marked my 56th birthday. I'm a 56-year-old man. And you can tell from the gray hairs, I paid my dues in life. Okay? I'm a man who's paid his dues in life. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to get some of your fuddy-duddies that have no right to give you life advice. And they might even be in my age group. But they have no right to give you life advice because their whole life they've been a joke. They've been a fucking bum. I'm not that guy. Okay? I've had several careers. Not just jobs, odd jobs. I had several careers. I even managed to get it popping a little bit with a small career in entertainment. And I was pretty known locally. You know, I didn't get the international stardom that I was seeking, but hey, I did something. But you have people that do nothing their whole lives. They don't take accountability. Accountability. You got to take accountability. And a lot of people don't do that. The Ilhan Omars of the world. Underachieving, unprofessional, uncouth slobs. And you got this stupid professor that you saw at the beginning of the video talking about killing white people. White people are to blame. White people are to blame. If anything, you should thank them for creating a country that it was possible for them to become a professor. But, you know, he's going to be a racist. And you legit got white people
clapping for this man, calling for the extinction of white people. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. Now, doesn't matter whether or not that white girl was dubbed in. The person that was clapping off camera was white. Matter of fact, it was an ugly, fat bitch with blue hair and a black t-shirt clapping. So, there was an upgrade to that video. But anyway, bottom line is, it doesn't change what the guy said. He legit said that. Talking about the extermination of white people. In other words, poison them, starve them, suffocate them, stab and shoot them, and any other ways that you could kill whitey. And I don't know how to tell you this, but statistically speaking, factual, statistically speaking, there are more black people who unjustifiably want to kill white people than there are white people who want to kill black people. We're being targeted and vilified day in and day out. And do I blame black people? No, I blame other white people, the white liberal. Because when you see these world star type videos, these brawls at the Waffle House, okay? Everybody could say, oh, black. Okay, I'll ask this question again, as I've done in past videos. Are those black people brawling it out over some nonsense, over some remark about what one of them said about the other one's weave? How many of those people came from conservative families that lived with both parents in the house? Years ago, prior to the 1960s, there were a lot more conservative black families. And these were nuclear families. And it was just like Leave It to Beaver. You know, the father comes home from the office or the factory, depending on white or blue collar job, with a big smile on his face, to a house that is either paid for or he's paying a mortgage on time. And he comes home to a smiling wife cooking dinner that he paid for, being the sole income of the household. And the 2 kids or 3 kids coming into the house after playing outside, big smiles on their face. Nice clean clothes that their mother scolds them for getting dirty in the grass outside with a dog named Scruffy. And that's not just white families, that's black families too, living like that. And it was a beautiful thing. It was like the model of America. And I truly believe that we need to fight to bring that back and defend it to the death. All families, all backgrounds, all colors should achieve that. The smiling guy in the suit coming home from work to a smiling wife cooking dinner as several smiling kids come in from outside after a long, hard day of playing with a dog named Scruffy or Rover or Fido. What could be wrong with that? What the hell could be wrong with that? If we had an America that looked like that, you wouldn't have grifters like this saying, well, I'm black, I'm oppressed, with my college degree, and we need to exterminate white people because of how oppressed I am. Even though I could afford this college degree, I was able to obtain this college degree off the backs of white people. It's time to exterminate white people. That make it make sense, folks. Make it make sense. But there you have it. College professors talking about exterminating the white man, white people in general. I guess they'll kill off the men and breed out the women. And this is a problem. White people are being oppressed. Yes, I'm a 56-year-old white man, and I am of an oppressed people. And I'm going to start calling these people on. I'm going to call them European cave-dwelling oppressors of humanity. They want to take credit for being the original man of Europe, too. So, you know what? Okay, take that credit. Take the L that comes with it, too. You're a European cave-dwelling oppressor of my people. Stop oppressing my people. Take these chains off of me, you slave driver. It's time to put the shoe on the other foot. Point out who the oppressors are. Again, gotta be careful when you tread these waters, because you want some solidarity in the conservative movement. But liberals, they're oppressors. Every liberal is an oppressor. You've seen it in 2020. They locked you in your houses because of a disease with a high survival rate. They fluffed up the numbers, saying that people who died of so many different other things died of this disease instead. And then they used propaganda to spark riots in the streets. And you had to stay locked in your house because of the disease of media-driven anger. So it's clear that the liberals who hate taking accountability are the oppressors of man. And these are some signs that we're reaching end times. That's why you always got to get right with God. That's why you got to get right with God. If you're not, got to work on it, baby. Got to work on it. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. Your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. Be safe. Hi. See this person right here? I have no respect for her. She needs to be broken.